Hello to everyone. Blessings here at the beautiful Manumar Burmese Temple in Azusa, California. Today I will be speaking on something that's very important for the advanced people, and that is chi energy, hand energy, bioenergy, or everybody else knows today as reiki. So I'm going to start off with, this is for advanced people that are working with hands and learning how to use your hands and learning how to build up power, how to clean your energy, and especially on the motions of the hands, because the hands are very important. I call the body having three brains. It's the brain, and then each hand has a brain, and each hand has memory and thought influence on what the brain is doing. So today it's going to be on mudras and handwork. So the hands are probably one of the most important parts of the body, just as a cat's tail is important to the cat to connect with the spirit world, because that's what a cat's tail does. A cat's tail doing its own thing. A cat's tail is an antenna to the spiritual world. That's what a cat does. It feels everything with its tail antenna. Your hands are the same way. They feel everything through hands, not just through intuition and mind, but through hands feel everything. So, but the energy is so minute that you have to really concentrate on what you're doing and make sure that the positions of the hands and alignment is very, I want to talk about alignment and making sure when you're doing your hand mudras and your gestures that alignment is perfected, because with the perfection of alignment, then the buildup of energy process is just that much increase. So we're going to start out with some basic hand gestures, and I'm going to tell you what they are. I have two gestures for balance. This is the first gesture I use for balance, and I'm sorry, my hands are a little, I need to relax. My hands are feeling tight right now. You have to let your hands be relaxed. You don't want them shaking or twitching or anything. You want to just relax. So I'm going to bring myself back down, because I hiked up this hill, so I'm still kind of, my heart's still racing. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to take 2 deep breaths. My hands in a relaxed position, no clenching, just sitting there relaxed. And then we'll relax some more by laying them down. Now we'll just let the whole arms go. That's it, loosen up. Second breath. Slow release. Okay, now I can do it. Okay. So here's my first sign of balance. Okay. This here is balance. This is a meaning and a hand gesture that goes with the meaning. And it's also, I can feel the energy from my bottom of my palms running to my fingertips right now. It's almost like energy, I can explain it as, you know, when your hand falls asleep and it tingles as it's waking back up. It's a very light version of that. You can feel it inside all the tendons and muscles running through. So now I want to get to the first hand motion. Is a basic hand motion of energy, and it's the first motion I want everybody to use. And I want you to do it, and it seems like it's simple, but it's not. I want you to put your hands together and line up your fingertips. All right. Now, I want you to bring your fingers out like this. Now, I want you to line up every fingertip perfectly, lined up, perfect, lined up perfect. And you can feel when it's lined up perfect. There it is right there. You can feel it, that every tip of the finger is lined up perfectly now. Oh, that one's still off. I'll get it back on. Right there. Right there. Okay, now I'm pushing a little to hold that position. I'm pushing a little bit of tightness so I won't lose my grip on that. Perfect. So that's perfect. Now I got this perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this here for a minute. Okay, now I got both arms lined up together. My forearms are for my body. Everything's equal. Everything's working in symmetry. Now I want to do now is work on the body. Now that my arms are set, I need to straighten my back out and align my back up straight. So I'm going to pull my lower back up into a straight alignment. That would pull your chest out. Okay. Deep breath and let go slow. Now release hands to a balanced position. Okay. Second balanced position is right hand up. You're going to see me use this a lot because this is at a balance point, set balance. I don't need both hands. I can do it with one hand. Again, you're going to see me use this a lot because it is balanced. Notice the finger motion, how the animal's angled. How the fingers are angled. It is very peaceful and a very graceful motion. You have to have peace and grace, and don't overstrain your hands. If your hands are feeling strained, you're not doing it right. Do you see how relaxed the hand is when I move my hand? Whenever I move my hand, it is a very relaxed manner. The fingers are doing things that are definitely purposeful in their way they're set up. All right, so relax hands. All right, so we get to our balance. First balance, relax, set. Second balance, here. All right, now let's go into our mudras. First one I want to use is middle finger slightly bent down, two fingers out flat, pinky up, thumb up. I'm in the same position on the bottom, but with both fingers up. I have a single finger here, both fingers up on the bottom. I'm going to bring it together till each finger touches palm. Palm touches palm. Okay, there it is. Now we got palm touches palm. Feel this? Okay, now we're going to pull it open. We're going to think about our stomach muscles, and we're going to think about a lot of energy right out our belly buttons, shooting directly through this hole right here. You can think a lot of energy is flowing through there. Then you're going to pull it open, gently pull it open, right under your throat and below your waistline, just to the bottom of your thighs. Pull it down, pull it up. Bring it back together. Okay, now you're crunching energy. Now you're crunching and you're building energy. You're building. Okay, so you got energy here now. Now I got the energy. Now I'm going to... All right, so there's a person that was next to me that's having a bad day. What I did is I just built up a bunch of energy. I'm pushing it down. I've got a lot of energy here already built up. Pushing it down, and then I'm pushing it off to this person here. And what happens is, if you can see what was coming off my waves, you would see waves of colored energy, like rolling like a wave, floating that way. Almost like similar to smoke, when you blow smoke and it rolls away like this. You can't see it, but my energy is rolling away, separating from my body, and it's rolling away. And if it catches this person who I send it to, it will charge them. Depending on what energy I send them. If I want to send them very happy energy, I just want them to be calm energy. I can focus on where I put the energy into them. If I want them to be calm, I'll put it through their whole body. I'll use a lot more energy, more build up here. All right, now this is a big one here, and you'll see there are quite a few different Buddhist statues where you'll see a Buddhist with a Buddha with his hand like this. Okay. And for years I didn't get that part. I didn't know what it meant, but I did catch something. A lot of things that I do, I never had any guidance in my lifetime, so I was doing things intuitively, and then later I find out that they had a name for the things I was doing and a purpose for the things I was doing. I was just doing them. I just knew I was right and I was supposed to be doing it. So this is a thing I caught myself doing most of my life, is on a really tired day. I got home from work. I'm covered in cement. I got home from work and I would just lay there, and this arm would rise up and it would sit right here. And for some reason, it was comfortable. But I didn't really get what I was doing till years later. I ran across a Buddha, and a monk explained to me what that meant. And I go, okay, I got it. So then I started working it. What it is you got your hemispheres, and you got your crown chakras, and you got two chakras. You got this chakra right here, boasting up, and then it returns back here like a big toroidal circle coming back around, right? So you got toroidal coming out here, coming back in, and then on the top of your crown chakra, you got one that blasts up like this. Okay, so what happens is when your body is really low on energy and your system is depleted of energy, your molecular system. What you do to charge this is I figured out, okay, the right hand is going to go near the groin, but not touching the body. Okay. You're going to have this energy coming down here. So this is going to be your negative charge down here, and this is your positive. What we're going to do is you have this energy coming in at the top of your toroidal field. You're going to capture it with this hand and send it through the body from the top to the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a charge from the top of your head to your lower groin. Hand here. Right hand here. Once again, the finger is going to be relaxed here. Most of the lifting and holding is going to be in the shoulder, and all this needs to be relaxed as possible. Really relaxed. Okay. So as you get here, you're going to find a spot right on the left side lobe, right above it, and you're going to find the energy right here. You're going to put your hand here, wait a few seconds. Oh, and then, okay, you feel a twitch on the wrist. You'll feel a twitch on the wrist, and it's your arm starts getting tired. So in the tiredness of you trying to hold it up, the wrist will start to slightly fatigue and kind of shake, like, you know, when you're trying to hold something up so long and you start shaking. Okay, you're going to get that effect, but let that effect ride out and actually let it grow. And if it stops, then you want to search around and find it again. Okay, sometimes it takes me a minute or two to find it, and then it'll come, and then I'll have to recapture it again. Okay. Look how my fingers are very relaxed, kind of just hanging down here. Left hand, watch this hand too. Okay. This finger here will lift up like an antenna to capture. Okay, when you feel your arm starting to fatigue and your wrist starts twitching, okay, let it go, and feel the energy going into your crown, to your shoulders, to your groin. See, it stops, so I'll move the fingers till I refind it again, position it, reposition it. I'll move a finger to try to capture it again. There it is. See, when it stops, I'll reposition fingers slowly, really slowly, to find it again. Slight movements on my fingers. Back closer to my crown again. There it is right there. Okay. So that's a charging. It takes time to do that, to get it, because it takes discipline and training to sit there and do that. But I'm just giving you my basic advanced version of hand work. There's another one. Okay. Now this mudra is with thumbs are together and hands are flat. And this is a beautiful rest mudra when you are meditating, channeling in good energy, relaxing the body. The hands are not working. It's more in the mind. You're letting your hands not work right now. You're letting the hands just be free and not do anything. So right now, basically, it's a non-movement of meditation in the brain and body without any handwork. So this is like just a place to rest your hands without having them flow or have any charge or anything. To do with mudras at this moment. Okay. Another mudra working on here. All right. Now there are other times when your hands are very, very active and alive. I'm going to try to really bring them alive, and they will start dancing on their own. And it's very, very powerful. And sometimes I have to be aware when I'm public that my hands are really, really acting out, just throwing energy everywhere. Sometimes they're throwing rainbows of energy out at Walmart. So I have to be very careful. People catching me doing stuff. So watch my hands. If you ever run into me and you see me out in public, watch my hands. It's very important that what's going on with them all the time, because if you want to know what I'm thinking, Look at my hands. My hands will pretty much, if you get mantras and you understand the energy and the work that can be done with hands, you will be able to read my mind and know exactly what I'm doing at any time, because my hands will tell you everything that I'm doing. If I'm working on a person sitting across the table for me, or I'm just in a chill moment, there's nothing going on at this time other than just a chill moment, an inner moment with peace. Whenever you come into a temple, a Buddhist temple, you would repeat a prayer mantra, which is hands together, fingers together, thumbs lined up. There's alignment on all tips. Alignment is very important. You want to bring this up to your chest at your heart level, just below your chin. You don't need to close your eyes when you're in front of a Buddha or in front of a monk. And this would go for any temple you go to or any monk that you run into. You always have to do this gesture. 1. This would be a thank you to the Buddha for all his teaching and his lessons and what he did for us. Second one is for the connection to spirit world, to the spirits, to source, to all the entities that help guide us, 3D, 5D, and non-dimensional beings that assist us in our work as healers. That's the second one. And the third one, that is for the love of all the monks that create this environment for places for us and you to come and be away from all the negative energies, and here you're on a safe, sacred ground. You can come here and you can release all the negative energies that you've built up through the week. Watch my hands, very important. Okay, built up through the week. So the last mantra we do gesture would be for Buddha. The first one is for Buddha. I'm sorry. The second one is for connection to the source, and the third one is for the monks, creating this space out of the love of mankind and the love of the planets and the stars and the cosmos, and the love of enlightenment and the love of inner self travel. I like to say, I want all of you to practice your hands, your building. Oh man, that's charging right there. Because I charged my head up, so the first time I did it, it wasn't as strong, but this time it almost pulling my back, lifting me off the ground here, pushing my chin up. Okay, that's a lot of power there. So now I'm built up. It's Friday. I've pretty much been working my ass off all week, so I came here to charge today and do some work on Mudras. Balance again. These are some basic martial arts moves that also are in the Tai Chi realm, also assist in stretching the body. The first move I usually do is hand over top and then curl down. It's actually a blocking move. If somebody's punching at you, you would block out. If somebody's kicking at you, you would block down. So then you have the opposite movement of block up and block down. Then you want to do block up and block down on different arms. So you go like this. And you've probably seen this move. Now you're going to pull your whole back and your whole shoulder part. So now you're going to bring it back around and you're going to block down and up the other way. Do you see how that works? Okay, now that's going to really, really, really let all your energies charging up the aura system. You get it now? The aura field now. It's from the top, and that's how big my field is now at this moment. When I walked in here, I think it was pretty fragmented and about this big when I got here, but now this builds up pretty large. First one, and the second one. Stretch your arms out, stretch your shoulders out, lift your back up tight, chest out. Push forward, look Look at my hand. This hand seems to be more relaxed in a slightly more curled position. This one is different. It's a different relaxing in this hand, and I'm not trying to match the two. I'm just letting them be relaxed. This one wants to be relaxed this way, and this one wants to be bent more. Let it be. That's what feels right. And push and relax. Now they're together. More time, see what happens. Push, tightening your wing muscles, relaxing your wings all the way out. Relax, relax, relax. These are my dance moves at the club. One love. Namaste.